It happens in an instant. A whisper in the back of your mind, subtle yet sharp, cutting through the hum of ordinary thought. You're standing on the edge of a bridge, a high-rise balcony, or maybe just a busy street as cars blur past. And suddenly the idea is there. What if? Not a desire, not a plan, just a flicker of something inexplicable, as if your own mind momentarily betrays you. The French have a name for it, l'appel du vide, the call of the void. A strange and fleeting impulse to step off the edge, to let go of the railing, to veer onto oncoming traffic. It's not the same as wanting to die. No, it's more like a glitch in the mind's survival instinct, a moment where you glimpse your own capacity for self-destruction and shudder at its closeness. Albert Camus understood this feeling well. In the myth of Sisyphus, he opens with a simple but terrifying thought. There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. If life has no inherent meaning, why do we continue? If we are condemned to repeat the same actions day after day, rolling our boulders up the hill only to watch them fall again, what stops us from choosing not to? The absurdity of existence presses in. We seek meaning in a world that refuses to give us any, grasping at philosophy, love, work, anything to keep the silence at bay. And yet for some, there comes a moment when the weight of everything falls in on itself, and the void whispers its invitation. But Camus did not write his essay to advocate for despair. He argued that the answer is not to leap into the abyss, but to acknowledge its presence and rebel against it. To stand on the precipice, feel the wind pull at your clothes, and step back. Not out of fear, but as an act of defiance. Friedrich Nietzsche saw the abyss differently. If you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. A warning, perhaps, that to dwell too long in the darkness is to risk becoming it. That to entertain certain thoughts too often is to invite them to take root. But he also spoke of the Übermensch, the individual who shapes their own meaning, who builds a life not dictated by the void, but in defiance of it. To live not because life hands you purpose, but because you choose to create it. And so you step back, not because the call of the void is gone. It never truly leaves. It lingers in late night thoughts, in the spaces between moments, in the quiet sadness that sometimes grips the chest. But it does not own you, because there is still music that hasn't been heard, faces that haven't been met, sunsets that haven't been seen. Because the struggle itself, as absurd as it may be, is worth something. And because in the end, you choose to imagine Sisyphus happy.